Yo, out here with another video. It's your boy Yusuf. Yeah, just out here in the best city in the world, Bolton. So yeah, just got setting up some sort of event for the city of Kashmir. Out here, the main man, Abdullah, champion of the world.
Nice.
How you doing, big man?
I'm alright, yeah.
What are we doing today?
Today we're raising awareness for the oppression of the people in Kashmir.
Tell me a bit about it.
So basically, the people of Kashmir are being oppressed by the Indian government. They've been taken out their homes, the men are being imprisoned, there's a media blackout. It's proper oppression that we believe needs to be stopped.
That's it. You'll be seeing more about it. You'll be seeing more about it in this video. There's a big march coming along. We're here just to set all this media thing up, the mic and whatnot. So we're here, my friend Abdullah, my cousin Abdullah, the boy Abdullah, with him, and we expected 500-600 people to arrive for this march. It's going to be pretty good, pretty big. Couple of MPs coming, couple of councillors coming, just to raise awareness for Kashmir. If you guys don't know much about Kashmir, I advise you to read up a little about it. It's basically the occupational forces of the Indian army, and the Indian government are brutalizing the Kashmiri citizens who want self-determination. And yeah, I'll see you guys in the next shot. This is the march.
Welcome everybody. So can we have some silence, please?
Can't even hear ourselves.
Yeah.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you very much everybody for attending today's event.
Councillors here as well.
A small flower.
There's councillors, head of councils, some MPs there and everything, as you can see there. Try get closer,
أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم وما أرسلناك إلا رحمة للعالمين صدق الله العظيم. We start from where the glorious Quran starts. In the name of God, the most merciful, the most compassionate. And in the verse of the glorious Quran that I recited, it says that we have sent you not but as a mercy to the worlds. All the prophets were a mercy, and it is that mercy and compassion that brings us together today for the people of Kashmir. What they need in this dire hour is our support in the face of oppression. Today's rally shows how strongly we feel about this, and today we are going to present our prayers for those who are being oppressed and are suffering and have been suffering for decades. We're going to have a few short speeches, nothing long, but the message that needs to get across is that we stand with those brothers and sisters who are paying dearly simply because of who they are. My first speech...
Out here in the Kashmir march, many people arrived. Got a lot of Kashmir flags, as you can see. Lots of police here. Very peaceful march here.
I'll give it to you.
It's too loud to speak.
Hello.
Too loud to speak.
Right, can everybody...
Of Article 370 and 35A on the 5th of August, but this dates back to much before that. We have been living in this hell for 30 years, but the struggle started 70 years when British left India. As for me, a daughter living thousands of miles away from my family, as this news came that the article has been revoked, and I frantically tried to reach my parents, my sisters, but there was a deafening silence. There has been no communication whatsoever. It is the 12th day as I stand here, and practically, for all practical purposes, I don't know whether my parents are dead or alive. I'm not saying here the family that army will get into my home and kill them, but what I'm saying is in the 21st century, I have been cut off from my parents to know about their well-being day in and day out. How can we be living in this hell? How can it be that one part of the world in the 21st century has been silenced like this? But to be honest, this is not new to us. I'm a child of turmoil. I grew up in Kashmir in the 90s, and we have seen way worse. We have seen our young boys disappear into thin air. We have seen our widows. We have seen our women who are called half widows because they don't know whether their husbands are alive or dead or jailed or in mass graves. We have seen our children blinded by the pellets. And yet, what happened on 5th of August was shocking and unprecedented even for us. Because 370 and 35A, I want to make this clear to everybody. It is not a special status given to us by the Indian government. It is the sovereign of the time who delegated these few powers to India. They did not bestow anything special upon us. We gave it to them when the sovereign decided to cede to India. No, it is not something they have done for us. It is we who have given it to them. So it is not theirs to take from us. It is not theirs, it is not their right to take it away from us. And what I want from the international community here is to know, how is it possible that anybody can buy into this dream of Modi telling us that he is doing it in the name of development? Is it possible? When you are going to do something in the name of development, you don't consult people? How can you buy this argument? We all know the sinister design behind this. And if anybody does not understand, let me explain this. How is it possible you cancel a Hindu pilgrimage which was not even stopped in Kashmir in the peak militant era? How is it possible you ask the Indian tourists to leave the valley? How is it possible you call upon all the students from the rest of India to leave the valley, and then you impose curfew on us? Then you revoke this article. That is very simple. That for us, for them, we are cannon fodder. For them, the people who mattered, they drove them away, and for us, they let us to die there. As I stand here on the 13th day, not knowing what is happening in my valley, to be honest, I don't need news channels to tell me what is happening. I can close my eyes and I can tell you what is happening. A civil rights group who I don't know how they managed, who they came from Kashmir or Delhi, they're saying that these are Indian people, these are not Muslim people, these are not ISI agents, these are not some ISIS agents, these are Indian people, Indian secular people with a reasonable thought, with human heart. They went there and they reported that they are picking up 10 and 11-year-old boys. They're detaining them, and they're not even registering first information report, which means they don't exist. As I stand here, my heart wrenches, and I shudder at the thought when the face of my 10-year-old nephew comes in front of me. I cannot imagine the pain that those parents must be going through whose children have already been picked up. I'm not here to do an emotional drama. I'm not here to make it sound like, oh, we have been suffering for a long time and we are immune to it, to be honest. But I'm here to urge all the politicians, all the member parliaments, all the members of European Parliament, the members of United Nations in here. For God's sake, please let us go beyond that we are closely watching the situation of Kashmir, that we are seriously concerned. Please stop making another generation in Kashmir which has suffered like us. Please step up and fight for the international laws, if not for us. Please step up and put pressure on the United Nations to say that there is a United Nations resolution which says that the people of Kashmir have the right to self-determination. Please step up and somebody tell the Indian government that they have forgotten that their own leader, when they were fighting the British government, he made the statement that good governance is no substitute for self-governance. We have the right to choose. We want to be independent. We have the right to choose whether we want to develop our country or destroy our nation. It is our land. It is our motherland. You have no right to tell us. So I urge the international community to please stop atrocities, to please
to wake up, we need the European Union to wake up, and most of all we need the Islamic world to wake up. We don't want a catch-22. We want a free and fair plebiscite for Kashmir, and it's time the Kashmiris got the freedom. And I want to appeal to the free world, give what we have got to the Kashmiri people. Freedom, that's what we need. Freedom. Yeah. Thank you.
What do you think of the event today? Do you think it was a good turnout, or?
I thought it was a very impressive turnout. It was a peaceful demonstration, but I think everybody, the feeling of the people there, I think that emotion and that concern came across for the people of Kashmir. And I just want to extend the fact that there are a lot of people in Bolton that feel very concerned too.
Do you feel that this event has helped raise awareness for the situation in Kashmir?
Well, I would hope so, and I would hope that other towns across the country will do the same thing. But I've just been talking to the leader of the council, who's a Conservative. I'm a leader of the Labour group. We are going to send a letter, if you like, to the Foreign Secretary forthwith. We won't wait until we have a motion in council expressing all the feelings that have come out of today.
Thank you.
Okay.
So, how's your motion going to help the people of Kashmir?
It's going to draw attention to the plight. It's important that government understands it. We'll be writing to government. So I think we're going to write to the Foreign Secretary first. I think that's the immediate action, because this is immediate action. A motion will take a while. So we need absolutely to write to the Foreign Secretary, get a response from him on behalf of the residents of Bolton to make sure that this plight is highlighted so that they will know all about it. They need to know that as a Conservative administration in Bolton, speaking to a Conservative Foreign Secretary, we're saying something has to be done.
In one word, how would you describe the situation in Kashmir right now?
Disgraceful.
March is finished. It was a very successful march, pretty short, but the message was nice and clear. Got a couple of hundred people, probably. How many do you think there was?
About
At least
more than 300 people.
I thought it was I thought it was a lot of people, close to 1,000.
Yeah.
That's what I thought. I don't know. We didn't really count it, but
There was a lot. It filled the whole town square. That's
town
a lot
square.
of people.
If you want to see, it's still probably a couple of hundred people, at least over 100 people still there, 200. And this whole part here was filled up. But there's another protester coming in. But yeah, good. What did you think of the march? Huh? You think of it? Message clear, huh? What do you think of it? Huh? Here you go.